An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
Here we go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a twister, I was born to walk alone, and I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. Hope everybody is doing well today. Woo! Man. It's Thursday, new arena. And I'll give you guys a report on how my new team went. It actually went well. I may have to bring this team in all the time now. I like it. But what's up, everybody? Let's see here. Epignosis was the first one in. And in fact, Epignosis, you actually got in so fast that I hadn't even started up my restream chat. So I got it on YouTube, and I was like, whoo! I was still setting up the stream. Epignosis came in like a ball of fire. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty in the building. Followed by Sam. What's up? The Jiggly. How you doing, man? Kingpin. What's up? Pixie. What's up, girl? We got King Dabu. What up? What up? Mike Holman. There he is. Pixie was missing you, Mike. She was missing you hard. J4 is awesome. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, I see T. Smitty over there on Twitch as well. Pixie doesn't stream. She's too big. No, she's not. What's up, Bearded Avenger? Well, here you do. You know what you do, Pixie? You have a camera. Just show your feet. Bet you'll get a whole bunch of subscribers. You know you would. You know, you may not want the type of subscribers you're going to get, but you're going to get a whole bunch of subscribers. Let's see. Let me see. Better let me know so I can watch. Yep, Mike will be right there regardless. I would stream, but would only do arenas and AQ stuff, which other people have done well for years. Well, it's not so much about that. It's more about, you know, just the conversation. People don't come to watch me do that. They just come to chat and hang out while they doing some other stuff. Pixie. You know you'd get some. I'm telling you. Hold on. Oh, man. It's actually getting a little warm in here, so I got to turn on my fan. And I already know what happens when I do that. Hold on, let me switch over. Oh, forgot to restart the stream. Hold up. Wait. Where is it? There it is. That is so unintuitive. All right, here we go. Session restarted. And I got me y'all see what that is? I don't know if camera won't. Okay, there we go. See it? Clarendon. Because I know if I don't, y'all gonna see me coughing. And y'all gonna be like, what, are you all right? All right. I love those because they just melt. I only have to chew them. I had never had any of those like that where you didn't have to swallow or chew. It just melts. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. All right, let's get Air Server up here and running. Okay. Oh, wait, you know what? Turn the music back on there. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Epinosis came over to Twitch. Alrighty. Yeah, it helps me. I just got paid from Twitch. It takes longer, of course, because I don't have as much, as many people watching over there. But it's a very nice little extra that I get. And their threshold is lower. Okay, so what we got here. Yeah, I still haven't finished that up. Battlegrounds, I'll do that later. Check out my Alliance Quest team. Y'all think it worked out well? Do not give away the feet for free. Eggy, what's up, man? Yo, Shadow, can you, when you got time, check Discord messages? Let's do it. Oh, you sent a friend request. You don't have to send a friend request to me. I usually don't Honestly, I usually just ignore those. It doesn't really. Let's see. I'm a mod at Spider's Community. Okay. We are hosting a BG tournament. We have many MSOC. Yeah. Text me if you want more info. New Eggy. I hate battlegrounds. I do them under protest. I've never actually participated in any of those tournaments. They're fun to watch, but yeah, no. Can't stand them. But thank you for the invite, though. It's always, what they say, it's nice to be nominated. It's always nice to be invited. All right. And, okay. But y'all see how I did this Alliance quest, right? And now Ironheart, perfect for that path, right? I messed up. When I fought Havoc, I forgot to use her pre-fight. So she was doing Incinerate, which of course Havoc is immune to. I still won though, but it was a much longer fight than it should have been. Did you use any items AQ? That should answer your question there. LordShaedow, you still like playing MCOC on an iPad? Yeah. I can't even imagine going back to a phone at this point. Nah, I like the iPad. If I had to, I might go back to a phone, but I actually don't have a phone right now that could play. I have an older iPad that I would go back to, but it still crashes all the time. So they never really fixed whatever that was. The only cameras that work for us are the ones that haven't taken a picture of my ugly mug. Oh, man. Hey, if the camera ain't broke watching me, you good. Okay. But yeah, so this worked out really nice. Y'all remember, it took a lot for me to stream, to do live streaming, first of all, and then a reveal, a face reveal. Folks had to donate. They had to get me this chair, this mic, this camera. I still have the camera. It's the same exact camera. I have never bought or upgraded my camera or my mic. Same chair. The lights. They had to do all that before I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Yeah, I streamed before I did the face reveal. I don't remember how long it was. But I remember because I was like, how am I going to stream without a camera? I had never owned a camera. This is the only camera I've ever owned. Okay? This same camera I'm using right here is the only one I've ever owned. First, only. And I was like, how am I going to do that without a camera? And I watched some streamers, oh, man, now I forgot some of their names. But they did not have a camera. You know, Rich the Man had a camera. Rizzo had a camera. Brian Grant had a camera. You know, all these guys had cameras. And I was like, man, I can't do this without a camera. But then I saw some folks that streamed without showing. Now, these days, you know, like... there's a few that will stream without a camera and they do just fine. And I'm like, oh, Okay. Maybe it'll work. Let's try it. And so I started doing it. All right, let's see. What do we got? I haven't even looked to see who is on here. So that's Iron Man, Infinity War, and Null. All right, let's get the cutoffs up here. Where are you? There you go. See? I'm always having to adjust. Man, so annoying. One day I'm going to go in there and just normalize all of them. Basic champion. Where you at, my boy? No. There you are. See, that one I didn't have to because it was the same size as the last one that I used. And let's see. Null is actually pretty good still, but I don't know how people are going to feel about him. So I'm going to leave the basic alone. And Iron Man is not going that high. Let's put this down to like maybe 65 and 35 maybe. And even that might be a bit high. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember how long it was. Could easily calculate it. You know, from the live stream, do a search for my first live stream and then do a search for the face reveal, which is in the title. And it you know, not hard to find out if I really want to know. But yeah, it was like maybe a year or two. I don't remember. Maniac Brainiac for doing my dancing. Hit my record, make the music. All right, anyway. Make the music with your mouth, biz. Let's see. You completed Act 8 yesterday. I got gentle, negative, and sassy. I need to grab some of the 6 stars I don't have. Check this out. So you got the featured, right? I always pass that right on by. All right, so you see the featured. Check it out. 6 star. Unowned. Those are the 6 stars I don't have. And you can tell some of them are too new. They're not in the featured. You got, you know, like Jean Grey. So out of that featured, not that many I don't have. You know, I think Dazzler's in there. Gentle is in there. Let's take a look. So Arnim Zola's in there. I don't have him as a 6 star. Isophene, I don't have her as a 6 star. I think that Falcon, the new Falcon, I don't have him as a 6 star. There's Dazzler. There's Gentle. So there's about, oh, and there's Okoye. So that's about 6 champs in here that I don't have as a 6 star. That's why I don't grind for the 6 stars, because they're going to come around like this. And now I can have a nice, cute little opening to to grab some of the champs I don't have that I didn't grind for. You got gentle, negative, and sassy. Hike, what's up, man? All right, let's get ready to rumble. Oh, yep. All ready. I want to know why that does that. I need to grab some of these. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. That's what happens. And I still need to clear all these out, but I'm kind of waiting because I'm maxed out on Elder's Marks. And the only way that I'm grabbing some of these is to keep on scrolling, grab it, scroll some more, grab it, scroll some more. I'm like, nah, just leave it in there for right now. Oh, so I told you guys last time that I was 2 signature stones short of taking my serpent to 200. I opened 4 7-star signature stones and got 2 cosmics. So my serpent is now 200. He's my newest 200. Dr. Stone, what's up, man? They should add a claim all. Well, I wouldn't want to do that because there's some in there that I'd rather let it wait and grab it in my own time. But that might be nice. They did do this. You know, claimable. So I could go in here and grab some, not all, but some of them selectively. But yeah. All right, let's get to the arena. And I did finish the arena. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to test something out. Yeah, hi, Dr. Stone. Every time I see your name, I think about that. And I love the first season, but it looked like it was about to get kind of deep. And I was like, I don't know about that. Teku Jr., what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're having a blessed day. So yeah, now all of my generics are going to be going into Photon. She's rank 4, but she's not Sig 200. We got to fix that. Not to mention, her Sig is actually really nice. And putting Sig stones into her is really good. She doesn't need to be awakened, but whoo, boy, does it help. She does a lot more damage, let me tell you. What am I talking about? An anime called Dr. Stone. You know, it started off deep already. You know, I forget exactly, but the world, something happened that basically it was cataclysmic, that destroyed or killed everybody, or most everybody, and folks were turned to stone. And many, many years passed. And I think one came out, and he, very intelligent, very, very smart. And they're basically having to rebuild the society. And like I said, it is good. It is really good. In the first season, you see the tension between Brains and Brawn. You know, one of the guys that he let out wants to rule by might, while our protagonist wants to rebuild society. You know, rediscover science and rebuild, and so we could do it. And so that's what he's trying to do. But he's not a fighter. And if he goes up against that guy directly, it ain't gonna go well, you know? So there's a tension between them, but it's good. It's good. But man, I have not watched season 2 because quite frankly, I'm scared. You know, I don't need anything triggering me, which is why I'm wary of dramas and things like that, because they can trigger me. And the next thing I know, I'm curled up on my bed just thinking about, why am I even gonna get up? Ain't no reason to get up. And I don't want to go there. But anyway, it is a good anime though. Really good. There you go. Man, why is it so... Hold up. See, I know when I'm warm, it's really warm. Because I don't get warm very easily. Move my fan a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, that would, it helps when you have the fan turned the right direction. I had the exhaust facing me. Wondering why I wasn't feeling nothing. Anyway. But yeah, I still like playing MCOC. Even with all the bugs and issues and all of that. Never played any game this long, you know? So I'm hoping that there'll be a revolution at Kabam. You know? That would be so awesome. Inputs be working. The AI would stop acting like a butt. Woo! That's the stuff dreams are made of. Let me tell you. No. We ain't summoning Ghost Dog today. He be watching and waiting and watching and waiting. Oh man, y'all remember that Phineas and Ferb? We're watching and we're waiting and we're watching and we're waiting. I gotta say, the musical numbers on that were awesome. I remember the first time I even saw it, I wasn't watching because I just have TV on for background noise, right? So I didn't know anything about Phineas and Ferb. And it came on. And, you know, it's just on in the background. And I'm sitting there playing World of Warcraft, I think, at that time. And out of the corner of my eye, I see some dancing. And I hear, busted, I don't want to put the hurt on you. And I said, what in the world? What kind of cartoon? What? I ain't never seen this cartoon before, so I turned it up. And that was all she wrote. So what I ended up doing, I think I had a TiVo, if y'all remember at the time, I had a TiVo. So I set my TiVo to record all Phineas and Ferbs. That way I could watch it when I wasn't playing World of Warcraft and all that. I love that TiVo because what it allowed me to do, I mean, it was basically just a digital VCR. And what was nice is that because it was basically a computer, it had a hard drive. I was able to buy a larger hard drive, put it in, and expand my recording. So all of my recorded shows were on my hard drive. Didn't need internet to watch anything. You needed it, you needed the satellite or whatever to, initially see it and record it. But what that meant was on a rainy day when, my DirecTV wasn't working right and I couldn't really watch it, I could watch some of my recorded shows. Actually, I still have that TiVo somewhere in my closet. Now, my latest one, I'm so mad. I was so mad. I bought the TiVo. Okay, I wasn't renting it. I bought it. Okay, outright paid for it. And I had a lot of my recorded shows on it. Well, while I was gone, they had a problem with the main one. Okay, now the one that I had was like it had the rabbit, the mother, whatever. So it was the main one. And so my mom and them had to take care of that. When the guy came over, he took the old one and gave us a new one. The problem was the old one was paid for. The new one went back under a lease. And so they had to pay for that. When I found out what they had done, and you can't just grab your stuff off of it before you give it to them either. Ooh, I was pissed. I was so pissed. All my recorded shows gone. Whoever got that got themselves a nice, and you're talking about hundreds of dollars, that it cost. I was like, oh my goodness, seriously. But what could I do? But whew, I still feel salty. Hold on, let me see something. Nope. It's in the back. When I cleaned up my closet, I moved it in the back, but I still have that TiVo that I was talking about, the original one that I had. The one that they took was a newer one, and it was a direct TiVo. Remember when DirecTV combined with TiVo and they had a special unit that combined it? Well, I had just a TiVo that I still had. I bought it. I modified it. It was mine, And to this day, it still has whatever shows I have recorded on it. I can plug it in and play my recorded shows without any service. The new Comcast one, they did something similar, but you had to have service in order to even watch your shows that you recorded. I got pissed when I found that out. I was like, wait, what? So basically, the very reason that I loved it, that I could watch shows when I wasn't able to connect to them for, Storm or whatever, you couldn't do that with that unit. I don't know if you could do it now, but that's why I like DirecTV and I didn't like Comcast Digital, because their unit, I recorded my shows And then there was a storm and I wasn't able to get that. And so I was like, okay, let me watch some of these. It required me to connect, which I couldn't do.
Why are you guys so obsessed with
And
me?
I was like, are you kidding me? My show's on this unit, on this thing, and I can't watch it locally? Ooh, that was pissing me off. All right, I'm gonna check something out real quick, guys. So I don't have any more of the boosts unless I open more crystals. So let's see. I want to test the scores because I want you guys to see. MC was that? Hold on. I might have to turn off the express mode. It might not let me see the score. Because I want to compare so you guys can see something. But yeah, MCOPM. Welcome to the shadows. You are the latest shadow dweller. Welcome to the family, man. It'll take you a little bit to talk, but I'll be here. Yeah, see? I couldn't tell, so let me turn off express mode. Y'all see Bastion, right? You see I ascended him, right? Yeah, I did that. I was happy when I found out that's where the T1s come from. I'll be doing that from now on. Okay. Did you see the 950 unit Valiant deal in the store? No, I didn't. What's your thoughts on it? I'll check it out. You could have gone on an 80s like violence spree on a search for the kidnapped unit. It had been too long. Oh, you didn't have to speak of that deal. Now I'm tempted to spend the 950 so I can rank to my 7-star Jat. Oh. C Squad, what's up, man? Where's the T4 dust coming from? T1? Side quest. Exploring the lower difficulties. Not the first one. But like the second and third one. You get dust. T1 dust. All right. So, yeah. So, okay. This is what I wanted to see. So, a 4-star. Wow, it just went on without me. A 4-star boosted was what? 13, 14, something like that. I can look back if I need to. Okay? Now, let's see what a 3-star boosted with the 3 times 3 is. Okay, 3-star. Let's take a look. Can't believe you haven't seen it yet. Elite Samurai. I will check it. I will. Actually, wait. Let's check it out right now while I'm thinking about it. So this one here. Random and then a selector. That's not bad, actually. If you need those, that's definitely not bad. Because that currently is a bottleneck for a lot Let me see. As you can see, there's no arrows really, but that's because I don't have some of the other ones too. Let me see. So Cersei, yeah, I have enough cosmic. Skill, I'm short on skill. So if I wanted to get rank up a skill champion, that would be a very good deal. Science, I'm good. Mystic, I'm good. Tech, need one more tech. But yeah, that's a good deal, especially if you need those T6, and those are still fairly difficult to come by. So yeah, if you need those, I say go for it. I'm not gonna get that, but that is a decent deal if you need them. Okay, let's check out the 3-star boosted with a 3-time multiplier boost. Here we go. Considering just one T6 class is roughly 1,300 units. Yeah. And it's a selector, exactly. And you can get it 4 different times. Yeah. If you need that, absolutely. Now, see me, I just finished ranking mine up, and I don't really currently need, you know, a bunch of the T6. Oh, I hate when they dart at me like that. How many units are needed for spring cleanup? I don't remember the last offers, but yeah. And they may change it anyway. Ooh, I just love how the AI is now just tossing their specials right into your block. All right, what did this one do? All right, y'all see this? Y'all saw how much that was? Y'all saw that, right? So, my 3-star with that boost was much more, like double a 4-star unboosted. And you see how many of those I have, right? So you know what I'm gonna be doing. And it's only the 3. The 1.5 is not worth it. It's gotta be the 3. The 3 is worth it. So, just something to keep in mind, y'all. The 3X ones, if you want to get that done quickly, you can do that. Now, of course, the boosted 4-star they don't have a 3x, but the one they do have, I think, is like 2 and a 2.5. That's going to be more. But I just opened up a bunch of those, and these 3-star ones are going to expire. How many 4 stars are needed to make 1 mil points roughly unboosted? You know, I've never really paid attention to that. But I know that I can get about 1 million points every hour. About 25, 28. Okay. Believe T. Smitty. Because when I'm doing this, I'm just like not really paying attention. But I did remember that the 3-star, when 3x boosted, was actually better than the 4-star unboosted. And by quite a bit, as you guys see. And since I already have them, may as well use them. No need to do a whole lot of more work in this arena. Oh, let's keep going. So it was about double, it looks like. I'm getting about double, so I'm cutting my time in about half by doing this. And I have a lot of them too. You see how many? Got like 50, whatnot. You should see the spreadsheets I have calculating my champs and how many points I get for different groups. Oh, wow. Okay. You go. I know who to send folks to when they have me questions like that now. I'm like, I don't know. T. Smitty knows. The selector has me set to take either Mole Man or Hit Monkey to 7-2 whenever I get either of them also. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a good deal. If I were in need of some T6 to take up a champion that I really needed to take up, like say I had Bastion and I wanted to take him up and I didn't have the T6, bam, that deal would be mine. But I have a lot of my champs already ranked up. The ones to rank 2, I'm a bit more selective. And I just basically have been slowly taking them to rank 2. And I'm close to another rank 3. Come on. Fire that up. There you go. Wake up. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Hit him with it. Skadooshie. For you, LordShaedow, 4-star unboosted was about 41K, and the 3-star boosted was about 70K. Yeah, okay. So not quite double, but still significantly more. Still well worth doing. Ooh, I hate when he does that. Sounds like a new MCOC site in the making. There was a his spreadsheet. There was a new site. I'm not sure what happened with Aunt May. It looked like it wasn't getting updated. But there was a new site. I don't think I had it bookmarked. But it was coming along as well. Oops, also my numbers are with ouchies applied. Fair enough. Khonshu's Ankh. Asher, what's up, man? Oh, that's the new one? Hold up. I'm a bookmark this. There. Now it's bookmarked. Because what I had to do last time is go to the forum to try to find it. And I wasn't happy having to go there. Hypnosis. You are blessed that Pixie Bell hit you. There's men that would pay for that. Think I'm lying? I remember I was saying some wild stuff, right? And so many times they'd be like, nah. And I'm like, you think I'm lying? I was like, all right, let's make a bet then. And then all of a sudden they were like, no, wait, no. Because they knew me. They knew I was not about to do all that and think I was lying. Mike Holtman. Mike Holtman, were you lining up to get hit by Pixie? Triple G! What up, man? I'm close to Central Cali. Going back to Cali. That's the site I was showing yesterday. Yeah, it is. It is, I think it definitely rivaled Aunt May. It had some, if I remember right, some stuff that Aunt May didn't have. And some stuff it had something that Aunt May didn't have and was missing something that Aunt May did have. Hey! Come on. Hit. There you go. A hip, a hop, a hip, a hippity, scoop. Oh, wait, anyway. To the bang, bang, boogie. Come on. Hit him with it. Bang, bang, boogie, bang. Mama, don't you cry, but I gotta say goodbye, go away. Wait, and go away, because your little boy's gotta... Wait. Your little boy's got to go and try to make his pay. The bang bang boogie way. Boogie bang bang, boogie bang bang. I remember when that came out, boy. Woo! Had my eyes all misting up. Oh yeah, Pixie was trying to hunt Mike down. Was like, where is Mike? Come on. Thank you. Come on. There you go. And of course it power drained me right when I was going to use my special. I like the quest map area also. Looking forward to that, getting more maps for other content that I haven't done yet. Nice. Whoop. Hey, there you go. Getting ready for this kiddo to pull up for school. The weekend starts today. Oh. Wait, school is back on? Woo. Tell you how much I'm out of it. I got no kids. I got no reason to know. Mike don't respond in Discord, so I gotta hunt his butt somehow. Okay, well, fair enough. And teach him a lesson. Oh, wait, whoops. Yeah, see, the 3X is down there. Won't let me, I gotta pay attention, apparently. All right, whatever. Yeah, they got off so the teachers can do the grades for third quarter. Hoping for all A's again. All right. Yeah, I think I told you my mom was a teacher. So I used to be well versed because she had to do a lot of that. And during the summer, she would get another job. She would also work on her curriculum for the next year. But I see some of the stuff going on in the schools today. I'm very happy my mom is out of that. Them kids is crazy these days. And she taught K through 3, you know? Even they ain't safe. Your mom was a teacher as well, Epinosis? Sweet. Yeah, she did K through 3. Although she's taught various, you know, classes. They had her one time teaching at my college. And she was teaching a remedial class. I remember there was a girl there, and my mom was tripping out because I didn't even notice. But apparently, one of her students was from around my neighborhood, you know, and I didn't remember her. What can I say? Certainly didn't recognize her. She would have been one of those little kids maybe playing in the street or something like that. So there wasn't no way. But when I came in one time, she about lost her mind. My mom was like, when she saw you, she was no good for the rest of the time. And I was like, really? And she was Hispanic. And I remember I had bought the wrong. This is when I used to buy CDs. I bought Gloria Estefan, but I bought the Spanish version. So I went and, of course, bought the English version. And now I had this Spanish version, and they wasn't going to take it back. So I went to the class, and I had the CD, and I held it out to her. I was like, do you like her? And she was like, oh, Gloria Estefani. And she was freaking out. So I gave her that CD. But I remember that. T. Smitty, done. Jack-O-Lantern is the 9th 7.2 champ in my roster. He's worth it. He is so worth it. Yeah, you gotta keep watch even when you send them to private school. Exactly. They something else, man. Just be watching these days, and I'm like, what is going on with these kids? You know, we might have had fights in school, you know, but we didn't have people pow-powing each other, even in the younger grades. I'm like, what? The only thing we had to worry about was a, you know, a fight. Smolazon! What's up, man? Woo! Y'all do see that I'm fighting tough boys. You know, my 3-star, and I'm fighting these 4-stars. But it's okay. Look at how many of those things I got, man. Woo. These kids are being raised by the internet. Yeah, and we didn't have the internet. That is definitely a big thing. Because we played with each other. Go figure. We went outside. Played in the street. Football, handball, basketball. Oh boy. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. Yeah, that's the only one I can't really do anything about because he's just going to wait and fire his special 3. So, nothing I can do about that. And I don't have the health to stand it. But yeah. We went outside. Had all kind of stuff to do outside too. Hide and seek. Kick the can. We got on our bikes when I had a bike and played chips. You know, California Highway Patrol. Yeah. Cops and robbers. Sometimes we would climb down the mountain to the next street down. Oh yeah. Even though we weren't supposed to. But we did it anyway. Let me see. My laziness finally paid off. Haven't 100%ed Act 6 yet. But now I'm going to 99% it until the buff reward. Oh, yeah. That's right. Ah, I keep doing that. All right, you know what? We're going to get rid of those. I don't want none of them 1.5s. I wish I could filter out the 1.5s, but I can't. Gotta just go through manually, I guess. And I know I'm gonna miss one or two, because my mind will wander. That's how I know I got some form of ADD. You would think it'd be something real simple. Let me do that in case I mess up and click on one and unselect every other one that I selected. Okay. All right. Think I got them all. We used to play, we used to hit the park and play kickball. Yep. 10 people and one tennis ball. We were entertained for hours, you know? I may have missed it, but you seen that Young Thug may have violated probation. Yeah, Mike. I knew when he accepted that plea that those terms was a trap. I already knew that. So I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I didn't have that long trip, G, but close. So, yeah. But I finished mine successfully, too. But yeah, it's a trap. It is absolutely a trap. And you get the wrong PO. Going back. Okay. Why is she acting like this? Come on. Come on. Look at this. Finish her. Yeesh, Lottie. But yeah, social media getting everyone caught up. Thinking of R3ing Luke Cage. He's worth it. King Dabu. Rank that Luke. I don't even have Luke. If I get Luke, he going up. I love Kick the Can. Oh, so much fun. No, Luke is not mid. Yeah, this is the only problem. I have to finish them off quickly. I get hit with a special 3 and it's usually fight's over. So if they act passive, forget about it. Oh, you remember Chips. You know it. We would take turns. Okay, I think I'm back. It's acting up again. My big brother did 10 years and 10 years on paper for murder and robbery. Ooh. He finished his as well. So proud of how far he's come. That is a big, big achievement. Big time. Caveman, ooh! I ain't say that earlier, I don't think. We used to play Doctor. We played Hide and Go Get It. Who remembers that? Hey? Oh, anyway, that was a lot of fun. Sometimes we played it in my basement. Anyway. Let's see. I was a Luke fan when he was still Me too. I love Luke. He was my guilty pleasure. We used to play Jerry Springer. Oh, Lord. Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones. We was really outside. Have mercy. My issue with Luke Cage, science class is OP. Yeah. But Luke is good still. LordShaedow didn't pay them light bills. Yes, I did. You named the top 5 science champs. Yeah. Looks like you're back on Twitch. Yeah, it was OBS doing what it's doing again. Hide and Go Get It. Yeah, we played. See? Woo, that was a fun game. And by the way, I only played it with the females. I ain't need no competition. And I still remember this one girl, she wanted to get caught, clearly. I was like, okay, let's go. Yep, hide and seek in the dark. That was the hide and go get it. It was definitely in the dark. And the nice thing about that is that whoever I found, I was good with. I didn't play it with anybody that I was not wanting to catch. I remember this one girl, Milika. And I always used to tell her that. I was like, ooh, Milika. It was really cute, right? And I found her, but she was so shy. So she let me overclose, feel her up. Now I want y'all to know how young we were playing this. We were very young. Trying to think, was I even 10? Ugh. Yep. New York, boy. So you could imagine, I went out to Michigan, and the brother of this girl that I liked out there was like, he had never kissed a girl or anything like that. And I'm like, what? I was like, how old are you? I was genuinely surprised. I didn't know that was even possible. Because remember, I was on a cot when I got my first kiss. You know, at a daycare. So here he is, you know, well into his teenage years, and he had never kissed her. I said, wait, what? Like, all right. My sister took care of that, though. Not Stiletto, my other sister. And he was so scared, he didn't know what to do. But she handled him good. I was scared for him because I know my sister. I was like, I don't know if you're ready for all that, so you be nice with him. She goes, I just want to, make out a little bit. I was like, all right. Don't take it too far. Because I know her. And he sure enough didn't need to be a daddy that early. Yup. Hiding on the roofs? Absolutely. Easy to get up there, too. Sometimes we would actually have to make a rule not to. That you had to... Because it was too many places to hide if you allowed people to hide just anywhere. You'd never find them. There's no way. Because in all of the houses, there were alleyways behind it. There were boiler rooms and basements, and there's no way. If somebody really wanted to hide from you, you weren't finding them. So we had to do some sort of a restriction. And I do remember that roofs were sometimes deemed off limits. Not to mention, if you hid up on the roof and somebody went up there, you had nowhere to go. You were going to get busted, so it wasn't really a great hiding place. And I remember the pigeons would be up there. You go up there, them pigeons are going to freak out and let everybody know you're there. And here's another fun fact. Until I moved to Michigan, I never saw a bird in person that was not a pigeon. All I ever saw in New York, where I lived, in person, were pigeons. I moved out to Michigan, and I saw this colorful bird. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And I think it was a robin redbreast. And see, I'd seen these on TV. I just had never seen them in person. I was big into a lot of the nature shows, so I seen a lot of different animals, even ones that were not in the zoo, from TV. Was it Lauren Green's Wilderness? There was a couple of others that I used to watch. Grizzly Adams I used to always watch. Oh man, there was a bunch of them. Finding abandoned houses or businesses and treat them like haunted houses. And see, where I live, there were abandoned buildings, but people lived there. They had people, they washed their kids in the in the fire hydrant. I would watch them, little babies. They'd be washing them right out there. They had no water. For some electricity, the street lights. We had people that opened it up and hooked it up so you could get some electricity. Charge up batteries and all that good stuff. There used to be this bridge that was a hill about 40 minutes from where I live, that you drive to the bottom of the bridge hill, put the car in neutral, and the car would start driving uphill. Yeah, we used to have you know how you say I used to have to walk to school uphill both ways? And they show there are places where that is true. That you could actually go uphill both ways. Ah. Okay, come on, stop it. Come on. See? He do that. Come on. There we go. Woo! I knew he was gonna do that. He mad. All right. Eri! Irie? Hold on. Whoop. Yeah. The part of New York I lived in. Talking about the ghetto, the ghetto. Whatever the hell that means. What does undermine do? I think it counters your auto block. Or is it evade? It's one of the two. I think it's, or is it both? I don't remember. It might be auto block. Hold on, let me see. Do I have a Serpent 3-star? Easy to look it up. Oh wait, Vox can do it. Undermine. Yep, auto block. And then he also gets something else, doesn't he? Yeah, vigilance is the miss. So undermine is auto block and evade. And vigilance is miss. Whoops. Yeah, I saw it only say auto block, so I'm not sure. And Vox, man. He's already ranked 2. Like I said, any of the champs that I think were good, I tried to take them up early. It's not evade, just auto block. Okay. Oh no, oh no. Hey, easy now. Ooh, I hate when she gets in like that. Hit her with it. And process. Woo! What's up, man? How you doing? We just cruising. Yeah, I think I'm on the infinite streak now, so it's normalizing a little bit. I'm not facing 4 stars that are like maxed out. Rubber dub dub, what's that? Is that a bathtub with a shower? I'm honestly impressed how you don't lose your mind grinding arena. I can maybe do an hour tops before I start to go crazy. It's because it's soothing for me. I find it relaxing. There's somebody broke it down. It's a personality or mind type. We take comfort in structure and routine. So, like AQ, you hear people complaining, oh, it's the same thing all the time. That don't bother me at all. I like it. In fact, when it changes is when I'm usually going, ah. But I also don't just do this. I'm always doing something else. I'll be around but busy. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you're treating yourself. Woo! YT user is in. How you doing, mate? Hey. I saw somebody rank forward Blade. I was like, yeah, buddy. See, I like to see that. Getting over being sick, so I'm feeling happier. Woohoo! That's what I like to hear. I hate being sick. It absolutely sucks. Come on. Come on. There you go. And see, doing this, it's much easier and it'll result in less. Like, you know, when people ask me how many rounds, this affects how many rounds. You boost up, it reduces the number of rounds because you're getting more points per round. Woo! Bring on summertime. Summertime. Here it is, a groove slight to transform. Just a little break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. Out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix. And if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I ain't listening to it. He going thug. He trying to be thug. And he know he ain't. Besides, I don't really listen to that kind of music anymore unless it's a reaction. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's what you get. Will Smith new album called Keep My Name. Really? Ja Wu is more of a thug than Will. I bet his best track is Entanglement, man. And I used to have such a crush on Jada. She cured that. People was like, man, when Will married Jada, everybody was like, oh, man, he is the luckiest man. We ain't saying that no more. I promise you, I ain't saying it no more. Don't worry, Lord, you can still have a crush on Miss Amber. I hope you ain't talking about Amber Heard. You're talking about the other Amber, right? What was that? Was it Mo Money? Mo Money, Mo Money, Mo Money. How many Amber are there? Well, yeah, the only Amber. Tupac messed it all up for her. Shh. She wanted Tupac bad. A lot of ladies did. But her and Tupac went way back, so yeah. She probably had a crush on him from early. Amber Turd. Man, that was a trial and a half. My mom still has Tupac posters in her room. I'm telling you. Thug life. Tupac. That was my boy, man. And a lot of people don't know just how much he did in the community. You know, he was loved in the community. He did a lot of good stuff. But they only wanted to show one side of him in the news, you know? And he even called them out for it. You know, when he got out of jail, everybody was right there. And he was like, where were y'all when I was doing such and such? When I was, you know, helping out in the community. No news. But that's how it is. They got their narrative. What the? Didn't Tupac help her so much in life? Yeah, he did. He helped a lot of people. NYK Believe, what's up, man? How did Deathless Guillotine work out in AQ? I showed in the beginning of the stream. Go look. Oh. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Come on. See how you don't want to hold his block now? Until he pushed me to a special 3? That's the stuff I want the AI to stop doing. Does she have Source Magazine? Oh, man. I remember Source Magazine. Shot the police officer helping someone else out. I'm telling you, he did a lot, and they had their narrative. They wanted to portray him in a negative light, so they only reported on negative things in his life, you know? He wasn't perfect, obviously, but the reporting was very, very biased. So yeah, he did his thing. What did the thug life on his chest stand for? I don't know. I just read it literal. And he wasn't really a thug. Might have been him thumbing his nose up at him. Just like they publicized the East Coast versus West Coast beat. Yeah. Nah, I'd have to look it up. I don't know. Some stuff, if I'm just not interested to find out if there was even a deeper meaning behind it. I don't remember hearing him ever talk about it. Doesn't mean he didn't, but I don't remember hearing him talking about it. So 27, round 27, and I'm at 1.5 mil. The hate you give little infants F's everyone. Really? Hold up. You know I gotta look that up. I never knew that. Thug life has more than one meaning. Yeah, he was a philosophical rapper for sure. That's why I was like, maybe he was thumbing his nose up at him. Let me see. Yep. He had a war on drugs. Let me see. Yep. You're right. So he's known for, can be summed up, Thug Life, because that was one of his songs. And it sounds like a cool saying, which it was. But yeah, the hate you give little infants F's everybody. It means that what society gives us at a young age will inevitably cause problems for everyone. If a child is taught racist ideologies and is taught to hate those that are different, we end up with people like Adolf or, you know, certain groups. Yep. It doesn't surprise me though, because that was Tupac. That's how he was. He was deep. Adolf who? You know who. Hi! Nature versus nurture. Yeah. It's learned behavior. They're not born like that. It's learned. Which means the parents don't even have to actively teach it to them for them to learn it from their parents. You know, sometimes the parents are surprised. They're like, but wait, we've always taught them to da-da-da-da. Yeah, but how did you behave? Because they picked that up. They learned it. Simon, what's up, man? Why am I still live, or did I start late? No, this is the usual. We got about 15 minutes more. I start at 2. And I go until 4, my time. Yeah, environment. Like I said, it's learned. So you can learn that even if your parents didn't teach it to you. You can learn it in school. They showed how certain curriculums subtly push that ideology. Just in the picture books and the examples that are being used for kindergartners and whatnot. They've shown it. I'm back from the future. I scroll back to where you were talking about AQ and have returned to the present. Nice about AQ. I'm glad you see what I mean about Devil's Guillotine. Yeah. She did her thing. So did Ironheart. So I'll be using that same team from now on, I think. And Herc is great for backup, you know. Ramp him up. do some of the fights, you know. But I was testing her, so I did a lot of fights with her. Yeah, the clocks, they went forward. Ah! All right, I only have to do that 2 more times, and then those will be gone. I hate when I do that because that's a waste. Yeah, they went forward. Spring forward. I wish we could abolish daylight saving time. So, Bearded Avenger, this is what I found out. Everyone agrees that it needs to be done away with. That passed. Okay? So, I'm hearing that, thinking, all right, so we're not going to have to change the clock no more. But here's what the holdup is. They don't agree on which one. Is it the fall back time or the spring forward time? They don't agree. That's what the holdup is now. And each side has good arguments for which one they think it should be. So everybody says, yeah, we need to get rid of it. All right, so which one are we going to stay on? So we'll probably be dealing with that for another few decades. Did you ever see Papa G at Death Row Records? The guy was one of the key reasons they were so successful. The guy was an incredible businessman and manager. I remember that name. I definitely remember that name. Really took a toll on my fasting. Used to open fast at 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That would mess you up. I didn't even think about that. Woo! I ate just before the stream, so still feeling it. But yeah, I can see how that would mess you up, man. But hey, it's only an hour. I know, you like, yeah, tell that to my body. I've just been fasting all this time. Do you see Kanye West? I try my best not to see anything with that crazy boy. Oh, YT User just sent me a little a YouTube video. Ah, okay. Ooh, I want a 7-star Scorpion. You don't even need a rework. Easy, go to standard time and stay there. No need for a fight. Apparently there is. Folks can't agree. I wish they would do something. Act 6 is getting buffed. Titan shards are going to be in Act 6. Oh, really? Well, some of us who have already finished it long time will be getting like a compensation, so. But yeah, isn't Kanye now just called Ye? I remember somebody mentioned that. I'm like, what is it with these people and their names? Good night. I saw a title on YouTube talking about Ye. I'm like, who is Ye? Or Ye? Everyone who finished Act 5 100% should have received those rewards. Well, we will. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Ow. Mm. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The sound of the beast. Hit him with it. Hit, hop. Come on. Yeah, baby. You ain't going unstoppable no more. So shall I complete Act 6 or just wait? May as well wait. No compensation. So those of us who finished it a long time ago don't get nothing? Oh well. I don't know if YouTube can see Twitch chat, but I 99% it until rewards are out. Yeah, they can see it. Oh my. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna fire that off when I go unblockable. There we go. Yeah, I completed all of that long time ago. LordShaedow, it's only 90 days prior. Oh, yeah, wait then. I thought we'd be getting compensation for it. Or, you know, getting the rewards. Spider! What up, May? How's the game treating me? Good. I think he goes by Yi now, for whatever reason. Yeah. The most freaking word in the Bible. He's still crazy. I sent a video of Papa G having a meeting with Pac. Yeah, Pac was deep. Okay. I think I got all of those. It doesn't feel good when they buff rewards and don't give it to everyone. I know. Especially when we did it when it was harder. Think about that. When we did it, it was much more difficult. Yeah, exactly. It was objectively more difficult. Not just us saying that. It actually was. I remember people crying because they couldn't finish it. That champion boss stopped them cold. They couldn't get past him. And for those of us who did, we got big kudos because you couldn't get past him by just reviving. You had to beat him. There was no way. It was a definite skill check. Even if you know, people are like, oh, well, you could get a merc. Yeah, but the merc still had to do it. No matter what. You had to do it. Either you did it, somebody did it, but you had to do it. That's how that fight went. Done Act 5 like 4 years ago, but 100% second 2 chapter around 4 weeks ago and got the rewards. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Kind of sucks, but that's what's up. Kabam live stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. I don't know if I'll make it, but we'll see. Agreed, the people who did it earlier should be the ones that get buff rewards. Yeah. That really don't make no sense, except if it makes it easier for them. You know? No, Act 6 was not beatable back then. Yeah, it was. I did it. I beat him. A number of people beat him. He was tough, though. Now, you can revive your way through it. You could actually get stopped by that champion. And no number of revives, no amount of money was going to get you through that thing. Unit Man didn't work. Your money would just go in. All it did was get you more tries. Yep. Unit Man's worst nightmare. I remember being stuck in Act 6 with my champs, locked for like 2 weeks. I'm telling you, it was rough. People were like, we can't get past it. Talk about a challenge, boy, man. But I did it. When I was at work last night, a tornado touched down less than 10 minutes away from us. See, you should have been at your home in your basement. We locked up and took off. Yeah, Took Wiggin to rank 3. I'm very surprised by him. I enjoy him a ton, and I feel like he's slept on. Not by a lot of people. I just don't like him. People have no clue they hard nerfed that boss. Yeah, multiple nerfs. They actually nerfed him more than once. When they made the charges persistent across fights, you can now revive your way through it. You didn't have to remove his indestructible charges all in one go. Can you imagine doing that fight and getting, all you needed was one more, and you messed up. And you had to restart the fight and do it all over again. That made people cry. Because you had to do it. I used Symbiote Supreme and Captain America Infinity War. Because he had such a high block proficiency. So Symbiote Supreme did most of the fight. And then when it got down to where you needed to get rid of those charges, I switched over to Captain America, and I could take some blocked hits after, you know, while I'm trying to bait out his special. It was rough, but I got it done. Yeah, and if Cap has the charges, he would get rid of that unstoppable or ignore it. I still remember the rage videos from OG Act 6. Yeah, I hated Act 6. I still do, even though it's been nerfed. And now they're going to give people a reward for doing the easier content. And the rest of us is just like, yeah, thanks. Put some respect on Wiccan's name. Nah. Trip G is one of those that really like him, NYK believe. He be getting mad at me anytime I don't use Wiccan. I'll be putting Wiccan on the team. I'll be, oh wait, Somebody else can work too? I love the way I got from Diamond 5 to Diamond 4 faster than it took me to get Plat 2 to Plat 1. Yeah. Act 6 took a ton of time and resources. Yeah. And we did it. They could at least get the opportunity to redo one path. I know, right? Something. But whatever. He wasn't even tough back then. And think about this. They have better options now. Even if they hadn't nerfed him, the champs today would have still been able to do that fight easy. So not only was it nerfed, but they got better champs. They can go in there with 7 stars. We didn't have 7 stars then. Man. Anyway. Unit Man. I did beat the champion before he was nerfed. That says a lot about how it could have been done. I am very unskilled. Yeah, you could do it. Yeah, he defined nerf. Yeah, he got nerfed hard. Necro Grandmaster the most. You know I don't like him. I gave up on unskippable ads on Twitch, so I'm here now. Hayden. I use Cap America. Yeah. I remember spending $150 during Christmas deals to get it done in high school. I'm 5 years into college now and married. Wow. Time be flying, man. It's amazing. I have people that've been watching me. They were single in high school. They're now graduated, married with children. It's been a while. MS could also do the fight as she would regen. Yeah. Beat it first week, just hurt my pockets. I used Sim Supreme and the pre-buffed Hood. Yep, he also worked. I was so hurt you took Wiccan off for your gauntlet run. I thought I was going to use him, but then, you know. My cousin came over and was raging about it. I tried Act 6 for him, and it was harder than Act 9. Yeah. Act 7, 8, and 9 are much easier. Damn, you died. Convinced you. Yeah, there's way better counters now for him. Make everyone who 100%ed ages ago, if they do another part to get the rewards, let them choose if they consider that worth it or not. And I bet 100 everyone would do that one pack. Yeah, I would. All right, guys. That's going to do it. I'm going to go get something to eat. It's 4 o'clock. Time for Grab Street to Rock. Hold up. When it went out, oh, snap. It changed my, my description. My description got wiped out. I'm gonna have to add that back in a minute. All right, let's see the redirect. We got, let's hit up Ryan. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit that like button. I see 23 people watching. And there's only 13 likes. Don't y'all love me? I thought y'all liked me. All right, anyway, hashtag out of the shadows. All right, take care. And you all have a blessed day.